Are you part of a nonprofit organization, a youth group looking to raise cash for your cause? Stay tuned at the end of this video to learn how you can bring the action and excitement of the Millennium Wrestling Federation to your town live, featuring the superstars and legends of yesterday, today, and tomorrow. This holiday season, join us for Boston Wrestling Sports and the Millennium Wrestling Federation's 5th annual Paul Bearer Holiday Headlocks Toy Drive. Between Thanksgiving and Christmas, fans around the corner and around the globe can help the cause in a variety of ways. Our Holiday Headlocks $20 bundle is a package that includes an official mystery WWE t-shirt, 5 autographed photos from a mixture of present-day superstars and Hall of Fame legends, along with an autographed Christmas card from John Cena Sr. A great gift to give the wrestling fan on your shopping list or keep for yourself. We also have our annual Holiday Headlocks Mega Raffle, where for as little as $5, one lucky fan will win a giant jackpot with dozens of prizes worth over $1,000, with the winning raffle ticket being drawn Christmas night on BostonWrestling.com. Items will continue to be added to the raffle jackpot throughout the month, making it one of our biggest ever. Also, look for great sales in the MWF store over on BostonWrestling.com throughout the holiday season. Holiday Headlocks is a great chance for wrestlers and wrestling fans alike to show the community the good that the King of Sports can do. In 2012, Paul Bearer helped spearhead this initiative. We'll have special video updates each week through Christmas and more merchandise available. Please share a link to our Holiday Headlocks campaign with your friends and fellow wrestling fans. Merry Christmas to all.
Boston, something to wrestle with. Bruce Pritchard and Conrad Thompson live at the House of Blues on Sunday, December the 17th, 2 p.m. start time. You can get your tickets at boxofgimmicks.com. Most importantly, make your plans to join us on Sunday afternoon, 2 o'clock at the House of Blues right here in Boston. It is going to be a blast. You never know who's going to show up. You never know what's going to happen. Most important, be there.
This is Mick Foley.
This is Harley Race.
This is Shelton Benjamin.
This is Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff.
This is the Monster Abyss.
And this is Daniel Bryan.
This is JBL, and you're watching the MWF.
Be there live.
Wrestling fans from around the corner, around the world, welcome to another installment of Wrestling Insiders. I'm Dan Morani.
And I'm John Cena Sr.
I can't get rid of the guy. Everybody loves you, though. Everybody loves you. Nobody loves me.
Well, I'm still waiting for a date. I can't even get a date. I have to go to the graveyard to dig up a date. What's that?
Well, we had 2 fine ladies waiting for you in the editing room when you arrived today,
but
Norma and Louise.
Hey, you know what? You get my email, send me an email. I'm always looking to go out to dinner, go to a movie, go to a play, just have some fun. I mean...
Now, Johnny, I don't want to ask you to play favorites, but from the 2 that were out there this afternoon, did you have a personal favorite between Norma and Louise?
Well, I didn't see Norma and Louise. What you really had out there was Deborah McMichaels.
I wish she was out there.
There you go. See? I mean, no favorites out there this time.
All right, Johnny. We have a lot going on here in the Millennium Wrestling Federation. Memories and legends each and every Thursday night. We've got some great guests, great episodes, great topics lined up.
Yep.
We have everything going on with the WrestlingFundraisers.com website. We just hired 3 new associates to help with our live event endeavors. I'm excited about that because it's a little less work for me. We have the Paul Bearer Holiday Headlocks Drive kicking off Thanksgiving night. It's going to be a tradition almost like Starrcade, Johnny. It goes for a whole month. We have the bundles. We have the raffles. We got all kinds of great stuff going forward we're going to talk about. And Sunday night, November the 19th, fans will be abuzz about what's going on in Houston about Survivor Series, but we're going to have a big announcement of our own, Johnny, who is going to be with us live in New Orleans, Louisiana, the first week in April as part of the WrestleCon convention.
Will be very interesting.
We got some big things popping.
Some huge things.
I don't even know if we're talking about Fabo Pop.
Now, there's something we could talk about. Fabo Pop, Fabo Cigars, Fabo Wine. I have all those things.
Popping with Deborah McMichael, Norma, and Louise.
I tell you, Dan.
All right. I spoke to one of your great fans on Twitter the other day, Sally Powers. She wanted to know what you think about a gentleman that was with us at WrestleCon last year in Orlando, Florida, that being the much anticipated 13-month after the first announcement WWE return of Shelton Benjamin.
Shelton Benjamin. I remember Shelton from OVW. I have a picture of Shelton and I that goes way back. What a picture. What an athlete. I got to tell you something. I think WWE on this one made the right decision. Great human being, understands the business, great technician in that ring. I tell you, great man.
I think many fans don't know, Johnny, that Shelton joined you and I at the only non-WWE wrestling event at the Boston Garden this century, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, we took over the Garden.
We took over the Boston
We
Garden
sure did.
for one
We
night
took over the
Millennium
Boston
Wrestling
Garden.
Federation.
Shelton was there. We had a lot of fun that day. It was just fabulous.
Former MWF heavyweight champion. I got to ask you this, Johnny, where you've known Shelton for so long, you were at the gritty version, so to speak, of WWE developmental. It wasn't OVW wasn't the high-class facility that WWE Performance Center is, so to speak. It was old school wrestling, so to speak. Do you think that Shelton Benjamin may have been the best athlete in that group of talent that was there at that time? And there was a lot of superstars. You're talking John Cena, Brock Lesnar, Batista, Randy Orton. The list could go on and on. But to me, I'm not talking about maybe the greatest professional wrestler to come out of that group, but as far as the most athletic physical specimen.
Well, when you talk about physical specimen, there's
Yes.
no better specimen than the prototype. I mean, let's be real here. And you put that up against Benjamin, there's the physicality, the strength, the look. I got to give it to the prototype.
You love the prototype. I love that character.
I have the prototype's boots, autographed boots. I'm
Do
probably
you?
yeah.
Well, you should bring them down for the set
I even
sometime.
have some autographed prototype programs and pictures.
Yeah?
But Shelton Benjamin was a very unique individual. His style was, remember, he had a collegiate wrestling background. Am I correct?
Absolutely. And
yes.
I don't know if he roomed with Brock Lesnar, but they were very friendly.
But
from
you
their
could
college
see
days.
that when
Yeah.
he was in the ring. So in terms of that type of performance, I'd have to put Shelton Benjamin a little bit above the rest of the talent that was there because he exhibited that, what do I want to say, that extra bit of wrestling that you didn't see in the others. So I would give maybe I might give him a hands up on that.
Him and I almost debate this, but I think he had one of the great matches in Monday Night Raw history, right down the street at the Boston Garden in May of 2005. It was the same night that Todd Hanson made his MWF debut in a dark match and came away with the victory over a gentleman named Brian Black. Shelton Benjamin and Shawn Michaels, I think it was called the Gold Rush Tournament. Again, one of the great matches in the 22-year history of Monday Night Raw. Shelton didn't like it for a specific reason. That's Shelton's story to tell. Maybe I'll tell you off the air, but I mean, certainly one of the most memorable matches. What Shawn Michaels and Shelton Benjamin did that night at the Boston Garden was out of this world.
Outstanding.
Johnny.
Great match. People should go back and look at that. That was a great piece of athleticism by both individuals.
That finish when Shelton did the springboard off the middle of the rope into the ring, and Sean hit the. I'm not going to
Sweet chin music. There you go.
I can't even do Mick Foley's sweet chin music at this point. I couldn't even get my leg up that high, but that's a different story for a different time.
Mr. Sacco.
You know, I was perplexed as to why Shelton and WWE parted ways in 2010. It certainly wasn't any kind of a discipline issue. Shelton certainly was exceptional in the squared circle. Sometimes that just happens. There isn't a big reason why. Sometimes creative forces just don't continue to pump out new material for some people. I thought it was a mistake. If I was a mover and shaker at WWE, it wouldn't have been my decision, but it certainly benefited the Millennium Wrestling Federation when Shelton Benjamin came into our orbit in 2010.
It probably wasn't the best decision by either party, but he was tag team with
Charlie
Haas. I think they were both had reached a point where maybe creative wasn't using him right. Maybe it was just time for a change. Whatever the reason was, it was an amicable separation, which is the proper way to leave.
A good way to be.
The proper way. You just don't pick up your marbles and leave. One superstar did that, one that I had a lot of respect for. You know what? You had time remaining on your contract. Finish it out. You're unhappy, just finish it out. Be the hero that you are, stay the hero that you are, and get respected by a lot of people. Regardless, another story for another time, as you would say. However, I think that it was a decision that was made for the betterment of everyone. Shelton Benjamin left, Charlie Haas left. He stayed a little bit after Shelton left, but then he also took off and left WWE. Shelton was out there in the Indies doing very well, making a name for himself, and obviously you can see that as the circle begins to close, we're right back where we started from. So Shelton Benjamin is back where he belongs. The fans are in for a real treat. But again, you know what? There comes a time when you just have to make a change.
Well, you know, Shelton went on to, as we noted, competed here in the MWF, became the heavyweight champion, winning the title right down the street from us at Memorial Hall.
Yep.
He had success in Ring of Honor. He also went over to New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Japan Pro, he was very successful.
It was such a disappointment when Shelton, they started playing the trailers announcing that he was coming back to WWE last summer when they did the draft, only to find out when Shelton went in for his physical that he was injured and he required surgery. So that delayed his debut for
There's nothing wrong with
13 months.
that, because I think that, you know what? It's like advertising a new product. When's it going to be available? Well, coming soon. Coming soon. How soon? It kind of makes you tune in, doesn't it? So maybe it was bad, but I think in the long run, it worked out to the benefit of both Shelton Benjamin and the WWE.
I had a chance to kind of pick Shelton's brain about it when we first touched base about setting things up down in Orlando this year with us at WrestleCon. Although, I tell you, Shelton was out of control at WrestleCon, and there's only one man I can blame for that. You. He told me all about the stories about you in Louisville.
Right.
He
Young
said,
ladies we had?
He said he was just the baby shark following the puppa shark.
Well,
so to
I
speak.
taught him everything he knew. Hustle. That's
There
about
was some
it.
hustling going
Yeah.
on. Never mind you. But no, Shelton now returned to WWE. I believe it was 2 nights after SummerSlam on SmackDown Live in Brooklyn, New York.
Yep.
Our old friend Road Dogg, I tell you, I think he's doing a great job with SmackDown. With those 2 hours he has each week, he takes new talent, puts them in different, unique situations. To me, SmackDown, even though, granted, it is a 2-hour show as opposed to 3, the show is much more fluid and feels more fresh than Raw a lot of the times. And I think putting Shelton with younger talent like Chad Gable, it's a great thing for Chad Gable. Chad Gable and Jason Jordan were the SmackDown Tag Team Champions for a period of time, but Jason Jordan's also relatively new to the industry. Shelton is, for better or worse, WWE battle proven. He's been there, he's done that. I could certainly see the duo of Shelton and Chad Gable becoming SmackDown Tag Team Champions at some point.
Let's see where it goes.
Any insight, Johnny, as to what you think this team could do? Do you think they're going to gel? Do you think it's a good pairing for the two?
You know what? Let's see where it goes.
There were a lot of comparisons made when Jordan and Gable first came up to Haas and Benjamin. So isn't it interesting? You see one from the new and one from the former blending them together.
It might not work. We'll wait and see what happens.
Well, they teased Shelton, Gable, and the Usos having a little interaction this past week, and hopefully it continues that way. I expect great things from Shelton. He's a dear friend of mine. I don't want to go overboard with the praise. People have told me I do that sometimes when it comes to those that I actually like. But Shelton's
Dan Marati.
Hey, he's a good guy. We had a lot of fun over the years with him. And never mind the fun that you two had. I'm not even going to go there. I left Kowloon early the night after the Boston Garden. What happened? I'm not even going to go.
I wasn't even there.
Yeah, because
I wasn't at the
you were
Kowloon.
back at the hotel with one of the other ones. I saw the text messages. But I tell you, Johnny, I'm looking at that video scrolling on the screen, and I see that Kowloon food, baby. It's getting me hungry. Route 1, North Saugus, Massachusetts.
Keep
the
plugging
Kowloon Entertainment Dining Complex.
Wow, here we go.
Are you hungry yet?
Not particularly.
No.
No, but if you're buying, I'm eating.
All right, well, it sounds like a deal. Wrestling fans running out of time here. Shelton Benjamin back. WWE very happy about it. We want you to be happy with what we're doing. Every Thursday night we have Memories and Legends over on BostonWrestling.com. We have the big WrestleCon announcements. Who's going to be joining us in the booth? WrestleMania week, that's going to be coming on Survivor Series night. We also have, Johnny, again, the WrestlingFundraisers.com, have the action and excitement of the MWF come to your town live. Excited about that $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase movie coming out November the 7th. I'm sure if you can't make it to the movie theater on November 7th, it's a one-night-only engagement at the theater. There'll be plenty of video on-demand DVD-type offerings.
Oh,
and
I'm sure
it'll certainly
Netflix
be
will
worth
pick
going
that
out
up.
of your way
Oh,
to
yeah,
see it.
Netflix will pick that up.
Yeah.
DVDs will be out there. I hope he autographs a bunch of DVDs. Maybe we can get a couple. We can raffle them off for Make-A-Wish.
Yeah.
It'd be great. It'll be great.
Well,
Just pick it up.
Ted is scheduled to join us this month on Wrestling Insiders. I'm very excited about that. I have the utmost respect for him, not only as an in-ring technician, but as a human being, too. You're going to love the movie. If you believe anything that comes out of his mouth, believe that. It's an exceptional story. I remember when they first did the fundraising for it back in 2014, we had Ted on the program. He got a lot of heat because of some of the comments he made about Ultimate Warrior, certainly after, shortly, I should say, after Ultimate Warrior passed. But you know what, a lot could be said about Ultimate Warrior, too. But that's a different story for different times. So
Amen.
fans, check out all the great links we have below. For the fabulous one, Mr. John Cena Sr., I'm Dan Marotti. We'll see you Thursday night on Memories and Legends. Wrestling fans, I'm Dan Marotti.
And I'm John Cena Sr.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity to let you know how the action and excitement of the Millennium Wrestling Federation can come to your city live to help raise cash for your nonprofit cause.
Experience the action and excitement of the Millennium Wrestling Federation live in your city, throughout New England, the tri-state area, down through the Carolinas, out to our friends in the Midwest and beyond.
If your nonprofit organization is looking for an interactive turnkey experience while putting the fun into fundraising, you've met the perfect tag team partner to work with every step of the way.
The MWF offers a variety of packages for groups of almost any size, from our live events at the Boston Garden, the Kowloon Entertainment Dining Complex, and the legendary Suffolk Downs, to high school gyms and function halls. We've presented live events everywhere and anywhere.
Since 2001, the MWF's mission has been simple: keep the kids off the streets. Under the leadership of President David Reese, we bring the superstars of yesterday, today, and tomorrow to your town. Not for a wrestling show, but an event that features action-packed in-ring wrestling, autograph and pose photo opportunities, Q&A sessions, and so much more. It's the best of sports and entertainment. The week of your event, we can add on to the endeavor with anti-bullying campaigns, library meet and greet reads, youth sport concussion seminars, and more.
Our live events are fit for fans of any age from 5 to 95. This fall is part of our new Kids Club program. We offer live event experiences exclusively for the youngest of fans. On the flip side, we can produce a tailor-made event for fans of an older demographic as well. We work with you every step of the way to get the word out to fans near and far on our local television offerings and to over 50,000 fans and growing on our social media platforms.
Your success is our success. If your group has had enough of candy bar and wrapping paper sales and has the energy to team with our passionate fan base, bringing the NWF experience to your community is the answer to put smiles on faces while raising cash for your cause.
Contact us today to get the ball rolling for your custom-made event that you'll want to bring back year after year to your community.
Don't just take it from us. Here are the folks we've teamed up with in the past.